When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
Actually, I think still yes.
Really?
He would just look like a corpse, though.
Just, what's this on the ground here? Don't touch it. It's above your pay
So
grade.
yeah,
Leave it alone.
I mean, if it's gonna take that long, yeah, I can put myself in a trance, tuck myself in the corner there. If someone comes around looking for this thing, I can wake up and see what's up.
Well, that sounds fantastic. But I was mostly going for a little bit of ego stroke on my part. I actually don't need to sleep. So, I can just hang out here. I'll pop my feet up. I'll get a magazine or something, and
Well, hey, you need a, we could do turns. You need a buddy. I'm pretty sure if something terrible comes, you're gonna need some backup.
just kind of stares.
Yeah, if
for a
anything
second.
happens, I could probably be anywhere I need to be.
You know what? Sure, I'll get a buddy. Who knows? He might actually be a friend at one point. Okay, so there's that, but there's still, and he'll kind of yank the clipboard from Firebrand because you still have Alex Krankov, Kobasoon, and Ralph Waldo. So I don't think he kind of looks at Ralph. He goes, Ralph would be lower on the list. Alec Krankov. Floor
I think
manager.
That was Axiom's next idea. So we could
'Cause
just
it
go
wouldn't-
talk to Alec next if he's here.
It wouldn't be the HR person off the back, because the floor manager would have the most access to the stuff as well as the reporting of missing items. So if that's our guy, then who knows? There might actually be more things missing than were just pointed out before.
So how about this, Firebrand? Why don't you go track down where Alec is right now and keep an eye on him? Me and Scrappy here will scope this place out, and hopefully, you know, hopefully we'll, things will
We'll
coalesce.
find something.
All right.
Things will magically coalesce, and we'll end up back in the same spot. Who knows?
Is that a
Perfect.
wizard joke?
I'm on it. I will go ahead and seek out Alec.
Wait, are you looking for Alec or his office? Because if you're looking for his
Probably
office, then you're going to
both.
need someone that has an investigation skill because you have none, then you'd probably burn
Come
everything.
on, Scrap.
I'll be right back. I don't trust him by himself. He's like a
Yeah. Go ahead. I got this. I don't
Okay.
need to go into a trance for a few more hours.
Just, I don't know, put up your feet. I'm pretty sure there's some comfy boxes around here somewhere. I've slept on worse.
Though I do wonder if Arsenal's found anything yet.
Where's Arsenal right now again?
Sleeping.
I'm working on trying to build a detector.
Ah, yes. So make a technology check. About enough time has passed that can probably rig something up.
Oh, you're not gonna make me do an inventor thing?
Isn't
I
that
thought
just
that was the test.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've been looking that up. It's gonna take me 8 hours to design and 32 hours to build.
Well, then.
Well, we'll see
make
you
one
later
check.
then.
Now wait.
So
Look,
make
you
the,
could-
make the design check now.
All right.
Yeah, you could make the design and then just through the manufacturing through Epic, because he's already made your bartender bots.
Well,
Cue the
okay.
epic Iron Man building montage.
all right. So just to do this to make sure you're good with this. What I did is, since I had to build it as per power,
Mhm.
I built a sense power. I took awareness as a defining of I'm looking for this one particular transmitter.
All right.
Extended 3, so it's got a 10,000 foot range before before I start getting -1 on searches,
All right.
and penetrates concealment.
All right.
So that's 8 power points. So that gives me a target number of 18. However, I'm going to take a -5 to decrease the time. So I have to have a target number of 22. Yeah, 22.
Isn't it 22, 23?
23. Okay, yeah. You're right, 23.
Yeah, well. All right. So, You successfully whipped up the design for
So that took me 4 hours
yes.
by dropping it one time thing.
Yes. So if that's taking you 4 hours, I'd say it took about 4 hours for the rest of the guys to like wrangle around, look at all this stuff, find the box, all that business. So now
Mhm.
people are starting to clock in for the morning shift. And now, Firebrand and Scrap, you try to go to Alec Krenov's office. It is locked, and the security guard does not have the key.
And to the security guard's awareness, of course, this person isn't here yet.
Yes, but he says if you guys are looking for people, I can give you their home address. You could talk to them.
That'd
Scrap
be
will
good
kind
too.
of he'll
I just
kind of
need
bring
these
art.
4.
Scrap will bring
Alright.
Firebrand real close and he'll go, make him go away. Go get his address somewhere else. Go find a piece of paper that you didn't have before, but you can't be here right now. I'll get in the office.
Yeah, hey, go ahead and take me to that list, and I'll go ahead and write them down.
Okay. He's gonna waddle off with
Yeah, and I'll
Firebrand.
waddle with them.
Scrap
Okay.
will make sure they're gone. Make sure they round a corner or something, or at least get out of eye shot. And he'll kind of really quickly, as fast as he possibly can, switch his gloves off, take them off, because he knows he can't just break down this door, because the door will be broken down still when he's done.
Okay.
And so, with stuff caught in his throat, he's just like sweating bullets. He'll switch the gloves off, and he'll reach into his pocket. He'll pull out, I don't know, paper clip or some shit. It is just a regular key lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And he'll go to town as fast as he possibly can.
Make sleight of hand.
Really? I rolled a 4.
No. So this lock, seeing as it is from a minor management position, is fairly well designed, and you can't seem to be able to pick into it.
Scrap will easily. Like, is there a window on this office?
Not that you know of. It's built into the rock.
Oh shit! So there's like no. I can't see into the office from here.
No.
Ah, fuck. Scrap will he'll slam his gloves back on and he'll sit there just drumming his fingers.
Yeah. So when the security guard and Arsenal, you start to hear their voices coming back, and the guy says, "Yeah, so you should be good now that it's morning. You shouldn't be worrying about waking anybody up, I don't think." And then they're gonna come around the corner, and it's like, well, if you two are quite finished, I have the rest of the game to catch.
Hey, have
Go
fun.
sports ball.
Fine.
Sports ball all the way.
And he's going to waddle off again.
Okie doke.
Scrap's just gonna go. They have good locks. I failed.
Well, we'll come back in a bit. I know when these guys are going to come, and I know where they live.
That sounded a million times more intimidating than I think you meant to sound. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
But everyone is, according to schedule, is everyone going to come in today?
Ralph is not. Zoo has a late shift. Alec is going to be there fairly late as well, and Koba is not coming in.
What kind of shift are these guys running here?
Alright, so that's a no, yes, a late, and a no.
Yes.
I think it was no late no. So
Pretty
Magnum's
much, yeah.
not going to be here. Bookkeeper's going to be here, but late. Floor manager's going to be here, but late. HR liaison is just not even fucking showing up.
Yeah.
Alright, so we do have, quite some time then.
You also do have their home addresses.
Yep, so we could probably go and, harass them if we really wanted to. It just comes down to which one do we go harass and when. So we got, as much time as we want down here. We could probably just ask Carrera for this key.
Wait a minute. Is that a thing you can do?
What?
Do what now?
Sorry, my mic kind of fucked up. Can you just make a key? Is that a thing you can
I mean,
do?
I can. There's no guarantee it's going to be the right key.
Can you make a door handle?
Yeah.
Oh wait, then the key won't work. Fuck. And we could just give him a pink slip and then replace the door handle, make it seem like we changed the locks. Okay, let's go meet Alec. I think he'll be fun. Glad to see us. I mean, you're a celebrity, aren't you? And if you guys
Some like
kids,
to
you can
think
probably
that way.
I don't
me.
know, make him a Firebrand action figure or something. I don't know.
But there's something I could do, and I'll go ahead and pull out my hand, and my hand will be two very similar looking hinges. I'm just gonna put them to Scrap's hand. I don't know what's gonna happen while I go to the restroom here, but whatever happens.
Listen, I already had that idea. But the thing is, if I break down the door, there's still going to I'm not a surgeon. This is not going to be precision work. It's still going to be like someone broke down a door. If you're going to do one thing for me, because I know you can make things, put a hole through this door so I can see in there. Nice and smooth all the way through. Mine won't be nice and smooth.
If I'm gonna have to replace the whole door.
You won't have to replace. You'll replace a spot. You'll just fill in the spot with whatever this is made out of.
All right.
I appreciate the hinges. I'm sure I'll put great use to them. Well, I don't know. Put them in his pocket or
They're
something.
decorative now, I guess.
Yes.
Put them in your trophy room.
All right, so I will go ahead and just sort of hold out my hand and just sort of melt a small hole for him.
All right, there's a small hole in the door now.
I'm going to peek through. Can I see inside the office now?
Yes, you can see inside the office.
I am inside the office now. Just as if by some sort of outside force or magic or just some bullshit I made up on the fly. He is now in the office, flicks in and out of existence, then reappears.
Just like
in the
turn
other
my
side.
head. It's like, well, you can do whatever you need to. Scrap. Wait, where are you?
You hear the door kind of click on the other side, and he opens it and he goes, "Hello, welcome to my office."
Oh, well, funny seeing you here. Well, I got a few questions for you. Mind if I step in?
You can stop it. We were already done with the joke, and he's gonna go back in.
Just ruin my fun, why don't you?
You set me up, man.
So I'll step inside and I'll go ahead and kneel back down and refill in the hole.
All right. So now that you're inside the office, you can see that, at a cursory glance, it seems like a fairly standard office. It's got inbound, outbound paperwork. Of course, inbound is much larger. There's some photos all about, one of which shows him and what seems like two kids and a woman that you can identify, along with the man himself. You can
Would
see.
you say this office is a lot less OCD than the other one?
Definitely.
Okay.
He has one of those little flag banners for one of the Privniti European football teams up on his wall.
The Sukabliat team.
Yes, the Bliat. The Privniti Bliats.
The Bliats.
He's got a small bonsai tree on his desk.
That's fine. I'm gonna look at the outbound and inbound things and see if I can't see if someone ordered, I don't know, a few more of the things that they were stolen, or perhaps things were reported as a different number, like a different quantity, like saying that we ordered this many, but we got this many, kind of deal.
All right, make a investigation.
Oh god, this is the one time I'm gonna get absolutely. No, I just failed the sleight of hand check. This is gonna be another time. Okay.
Okay, it's not insanely hard to find, but after you pour through a bunch of very dry orders, you find an inconsistency.
I've done it.
Yes,
Criminal.
There's a shipment of personnel level weaponry that was supposed to be. Well, it said there were 130 units that came in, but coming out, it's no, sorry, yeah, there were 130 units coming in, but outbound, it said they sent extra, and to not order anymore. So apparently, he is like this file is suggesting that they have more than they need.
Okay. Trying to think of what else could possibly be in a floor manager's thing. 'Cause we got extra weapons, but what was that marked down as some of the stuff that was stolen?
It was not.
Fuck. Wait, were these not top of the line, but up to date weaponry, or this sort of
Yes.
out?
Yeah,
Okay,
the real
so it
question
wasn't
is,
this-
so where are the extras now?
Well,
No.
the inbound said there were 130 shipped, but the outbound that he sent to the other bits of management said that they got extra.
Oh, so he sent too much then?
Yes.
He told everybody else that they have too much.
Ah, okay.
And none of these photos stand out in any way.
Not particularly.
So he's not just sitting there with like Osama bin Laden, like, hey.
No, not exactly.
Okay.
Like a couple of them do appear to be photographs of like the old countryside, and like maybe one or two abstract paintings, and the picture of what you assume to be him, wife, and kids.
Got it. Well, shit.
Alright, Scrap. So, since no one is actually going to be here, I'm gonna go sit on the crate for a little bit and send Axiom over to help you out. This is more, smart people's things.
At least you're honest.
Smart.
God recognize my weaknesses.
All right, go get him. I'm gonna keep looking. There's gotta be something here. This
Alright,
guy's
I'll
just
come by, high five Axiom. Tag in.
Okay. What's going on? We gotta look at some
Just,
more records.
what?
Oh, yep, more reading, more records. Nobody's gonna be showing up until late, so I'm gonna sit on the box until we go talk to people.
All right.
And
Hang
Scrap
tight.
is over at Alex's office. Just down that way.
I walk over to Alex's office and I look around and I go, find anything interesting?
In the 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes that you've been gone, Scrap is just sitting there. There's a pile of papers. There's multiple stacks in front of him, and he's just got his fingers in his hair. And he's like, "This guy obviously did it. I mean, he's control of the things. He does the stuff with the ordering, and that means that it couldn't be the Maglev guy because he just takes things from the op, but they send out weapon, but nothing."
All right, all right, calm down, dude. Calm down. Just let me drive for a minute. Just get out of the way. And I just shoo him off the chair and I sit down and I look through all the records and I do my own investigation check.
Okay.
Well, hot
All
damn.
right. So you find that that bit on the weapons fairly easily as well. But there's also something that you've seen that you saw that Scrap did not know this. It looked like something was torn out of one of his ledgers right at the seam. And looking around for something, you can see that there's a crumpled up bit of paper in one of the waste baskets that matches the weight and color of the paper that was ripped out.
All right, I grab it and I unroll it or
Okay.
uncrumple it.
So it looks like this paper had a bit of security camera, like a security camera still on it. It had what appears to be one of the maglev operators standing with a box that it seems like he's taking it off of the train, but it's like the only box he's taking off. And normally people use like a forklift to take this off, but he's taking one by himself, and that has been circled and underlined underneath it. It says Waldow.
The plot thickens. I show Scrap the picture. I go, I guess Waldo was in on it.
He was. That's. You know what? Good work. You did it. I appreciate you. And Scrap will just kind of, I don't know, wander off. Not wander, but he'll just kind of like head towards the door, open it, and go, let's go beat up a small union worker. Because he's a criminal.
Let's not say we did, okay?
We're going to his house.
All right, we let's go over the Firebrand first and bring him up to speed. Maybe even Arsenal, and then we'll figure out what the next step is. How about that? Is that okay for you?
What's the word? Your modus operandi is different than what we're used to, but I appreciate the fresh breath air. It's great. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right, we close the door behind us. We'll go over to Firebrand. We let him know that apparently we did find some suspicious evidence, and that Waldo might be in on it.
Interesting. Who's he in with then?
Well, I'm assuming with these other two people because everything seems to be mightily suspicious, I would say. So yeah, we're gonna need a couple other guys.
Well, if they're all working together, I guess, have we eliminated Koba yet? Or do we even need to?
I guess we could go to her office and see if there's any any suspicious quote unquote things in her in her
You know what?
desk.
We're already auditing all of them. Let's just get this over with. Who knows? We might find that she stole something from the break room.
Yeah, there's gotta be something important.
She's
Firebrand
been
says it's
abusing
like
the
electronic fruit
Listen.
ninja noises come from behind his back.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it. She's been abusing the.
She's been using the color copier to print out things for her bake sale. Her church bake sale.
Scandalous. Never work in this business again of
Get out of here.
super
She is.
heroic.
She is the #1 reason why there's no office supplies in the warehouse.
Do you have any idea how much toner costs? Have you? Throw her off a bridge? You don't know.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah, let's go see her in her office.
Yeah, let's go see what's in her office.
There we go.
Okay. So you head over to her office. It's kind of small and shoved in the corner. Like, obviously, HR doesn't have too much to do down in the warehouse. Other than, like, the occasional, like, workplace safety video, things like that. So her office is quite small. The security guard does have a key for it, though.
Oh, well, that's helpful. Break in.
Yeah. And so when he lets you in, it's a small, windowless office. It smells kind of musty in there. But, make a insight check when you get inside.
Oh, well. This will go much better for me. What? Motherfucker.
Oh my god!
I rolled a goddamn 2.
So, Scrap.
I rolled a crit.
So you notice, Scrap, that everything seems to be fairly messy in here. And there are papers kind of scattered around, like there's a little cactus underneath a lamp. But Axiom thinks something's a bit off about the clutter in here. It seems like the clutter has been placed deliberately to look like clutter.
Yeah, this is staged. This isn't supposed to look this way.
Listen, just because a person has a messy office doesn't mean you can say they... You know what? Sure, let's get an excuse. Yes, this is very much staged. I feel that we should take a look around.
All right, I look deeper and I see, is there any rhyme and reason to how this stuff is scattered?
Okay. So it looked like someone very deliberately wanted this office to look like it was messier than it was. But not in like a way that they're trying to cover something up, just in a way that obviously the person doesn't really like to have a messy office, but for whatever reason was keeping it that way.
kind of like they didn't want anyone poking around because it just looks too confusing.
Yes,
But there's a method to the madness.
there is. Like everything's a bit too perfect. Like the papers on the desk are fanned out to like an exact degree. We're trying to look like just a stack of papers. It just ain't right.
Well,
Okay,
and he
so
looks
what
over
is
and he
the-
goes, "Let's get to work."
Yeah, so let's look around and see if there's anything like obvious, obviously related to the other three names on the list, or anything having to do with shipments or transportation or deliveries or
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, at least I'll look for it first. Specifically regarding Ralph Waldau.
So you're looking for things specifically regarding Ralph.
I am. He can. I mean, Axiom can look for just general shenanigans, but I don't trust this maglev driver. I backed him from the start.
All right, so make your
wow,
investigation check.
you got a hard on for this Waldo guy.
No, it's just he's a working man. That's why. That's why. What's the word? Relate to the most. Oh, nice.
Nice. So both of you, like both of you together, like kind of like pass something between each other. It's a note to the manager talking about Waldau and another guy named Boris, who seem to be hanging out quite a lot of late by the trains, and she seems kind of suspicious, and she's asking for permission to talk to them to see if they're like, spreading rumors or anything like that. So it seems like she's squealing on Waldo, doing some fraternizing on the job.
Anything
Perfect.
else?
Not really. Not here.
Was this Boris guy on the list of people that might have been possibly at these warehouse locations?
No. Boris
Boris didn't work here?
Boris was absent for 2 out of the 3 heists.
It could be a late addition. In any case, I think we have just enough to warrant going to see our friend Ralph, perhaps for an HR dispute.
Jesus Christ, dude. No, we don't. Calm the fuck down. No, in all seriousness, I think we need to pay the HR manager. No, we need to pay the floor manager.
Pay everybody a visit.
We're just gonna go say hi to everyone.
But yeah, I think specifically Amanda and Alex are our key suspects here.
Okay. Whomst first?
Let's go see the floor manager.
Okay.
Let's
All
go
right,
say
Firebrand
hi
wants
in
to come
front
along
of
to
his
that.
children and wife.
So
Hello,
Alex,
excuse me. I have a feeling that you sent out weapons. Is that true? Perhaps too many? Are you smuggling? Hi, kids. Yeah, so we think we might have to arrest you.
don't make us beat you up in front of your family.
I literally have no jurisdiction and very little oversight, so this might be a bit difficult.
And I am my own authority. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, I'm God. Watch this. He makes a small bird. It flies away.
Wow.
Listen, this is just my first day on the job. There should really be a tag across my chest that says trainee, but they ran.
Firebrand's gonna send a text to Arsenal. It's like, gonna check out people. Hope everything's going well with the detector thingy thing.
Send a text back. Got an idea. Working on it with Epic now. Text if you need backup.
It's going.
If you got time, keep an eye on the box over here.
What box?
Box, this row, this column, this shelf. Also, Scrap put it on top of it.
tasking Epic subroutine to monitor the camera.
Nice.
There we go.
All right, he's on that.
Goalie activated.
What the hell?
Vroom vroom.
That was a really loud car for no reason. Thanks, buddy.
That was us
Oh, no.
driving up to. That was us.
Yeah,
us
that was the
driving up
driving
to
noise.
Alex.
Yeah. So,
Just one quick thing. Firebrand.
Uh-huh.
That might throw a little weird thing. He did say Epic subroutine. He's never admitted so far that Epic's an AI.
everyone just.
Wait, they have like routines? What is he doing? Does he like have a schedule for this stuff? Huh. I don't understand what robots are, so I don't know if this means things.
they think he's a little goblin living in your basement.
Yeah, it's like summoning. It's like summoning a familiar. It's like a
I just
little.
figured he didn't want to admit to having a boyfriend.
Well, no, I
Golden
figured
Boy.
you guys thought it was just like I had like a hacker operator who just worked out of
Yeah.
his own place somewhere, you know?
I want to think that at some point in the future, we'll go to his warehouse and be like, "Can we just meet Epic?" And like a small, just like really like emaciated human will crawl out of the basement and be like, "I made your robots for you. Here you go, master," and then just crawl back away.
And it was so.
Absolutely terrible.
Absolutely canon.
That is that. It's like no, Epic the AI and Epic the Gremlin are two completely different entities now.
Epic the AI works on the design. Manufacturing goes down to Epic in the basement. Very simple, very easy. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions.
He's got a box in the workshop.
Oh yeah.
So
All right.
you're like Santa. You have a bunch of elves. You have an elf that you've enslaved in your warehouse to just make.
Only one elf.
Arsenal is
He's a
actually
goblin.
Santa. Secret revealed.
All right. So on the address list you guys picked up from the security guard, you can see that Krenov lives in a fairly one of the fairly high levels of a Privnity habstack.
Ah, so super high class then, huh?
Half stack. Better than living out in the
Can-
gutter, but half
Can he,
stack.
can he afford this on a floor manager?
Uh-oh.
GM break.
Freeze dead.
Alright, guys. So, you're heading out there, and on the way, you intercept a party. It's got
Huh?
balloons, party hats,
Oh, has party hats?
yeah, and a
Oh,
spinning
shit.
chair.
Well, you had me at party hats, but this is just amazing.
Wait, what? What's going on?
I'm sorry, you're in control of the game again, go.
Okay. So it is on one of the higher levels of a Privnity habstack, and you can get there pretty easily through either flying and finding a little airlock to go through, because Privnity is a sealed part of the city, or you could take the Hyperloop train, which is what most people do.
I guess I take the train because I can't fly.
Oh, yeah, I can only carry one of you at a time.
I mean,
And
we could
there's
all
no
take
way
the trade.
Scrap's going to be allowed anywhere near anything rich, that's for sure.
I'm with you though, and that's like your entire bag. I'm gonna
Rich
tell you
guys
to go
associate-
away.
Yeah.
Isn't
Tell
it?
you what, I'll just rent a limousine for the time being, and we'll just all go together.
I think it'd be good for humility if you just took the trade.
Firebrand just takes in like a nice deep breath. Do you know how many germs?
Yes,
You're immortal.
You
Yes, but I
literally
don't
died.
like having a cold either.
we're taking the train.
That's it. All right. So you're able to climb onto the train, pay the fare, and you're zipping off through the city. Now, as slowly the train does start winding itself up to the higher levels, it passes through the wall section, and you come out on the other side into. Let me just change this. Yeah, and you come out into the Privnity area. So now you're in like a Well, the train isn't sealed inside, but every once in a while you stop at a sealed station, everybody gets out. And you can see over everything is the light blanketing of dust particles. Now,
Oh, dust everywhere. Get it away from my mouth.
oof.
I
So-
knew it. I called it.
And what you finally do get to the block that he's in, and at this point you're fairly high up, so there's still like light and stuff everywhere. Oh, shit! I forgot. No, wait, we're gonna stay on here. The investigation's still on. I'll just switch this over very briefly to this one.
Okay.
So this is kind of area. Everything's all sealed up. There he is.
He's just out there being weird by himself.
Yeah, just like that. Now I'm gonna switch back. Oh no. There we go. All right. So, got all that stuff, and you have his suite number. 146 on this level.
Okay, so who wants to knock on the door?
Oh, I do.
The question was pretty much
Are you
rhetorical.
back?
I knew you-
Are you backing your Men in Black outfit?
That's a good question. Am I going to go in fantastic, or are we still doing low profile?
Well,
Right now, Firebrand looks, of course, completely normal in every sense of the word and completely nondescript.
well,
His
if
face has actually
I
changed.
was a criminal and I was slowly stealing things from work, and suddenly 3 superheroes, close analogs to superheroes, showed up my door and said, "We need to talk." I think he would tell his friends after we left that we did that.
Well,
So
yeah, of
if we go in
course.
there with like, an administrative dispute, then he might just grumble at us and maybe tell us and complain to his wife that, something office culture. I don't know.
Okay. So,
So
whom's-
I'll go ahead and straighten out my suit, make it look a little more respectable, more like people who are like higher up the influence chain over a task.
yeah.
Because I'm going to make it like a nice little badge that says upper HR manager.
Okay.
Also, there is no possible way for me not to look like a crazy person with giant gauntlets. So I will wait for him to enter and then wait outside just in case any shit goes down, because
Oof.
I cannot.
Yeah, just go get yourself a soda.
No. I'm not gonna go get myself a soda. I'm gonna wait in case he tries to book it. I can clothesline him outside the door.
And what about you, Axiom?
Whatchamacallit? No, I'll just be behind you. I got a trench coat on and a hat, so I look.
All right,
suited
HR
for-
personnel, and we're coming around that dispute.
HR and
You remind me again the exact wording of like the dispute the HR liaison sent about Ralph or whatever.
Apparently, Waldo and some guy named Boris are commiserating by the train.
Right, and they were asking the floor manager about it. Or
She
permission
was.
to investigate, or what was it?
Yeah, what was her nature of her request?
It was to investigate, permission to investigate further to see if they're like spreading rumors or stealing merchandise, stuff like that.
All right,
So
so
here we are to ask some questions then.
base internal security. I don't know what.
Okay. So whom's I assume Firebrand knocks.
Yup, looking pretty ordinary, looking like a HR manager kind of dude.
Okay. So after a couple knocks on the door, you hear like somebody move around inside, and it's like, "Oh, give me a moment, give me a moment," and the door is gonna open up. The guy's gonna be there. Let me get his image. His image. Oh, it's so small. I launched that right under. Actually, no, we got space to make him. He opens it up. He's maybe about early 50s. open up for you. It's like, oh, uh, did I mix up my days off?
Oh, no, you're perfectly fine. Hi, I'm Gregory Sampson, HR. Nice to meet you, Alec. I'll just like extend out a hand.
Yes. He's gonna shake it. Give me a sec here. Make a deception check.
Absolutely.
Okay. So he like nods. He's like, well, what can I do for you, Mr. Sampson?
Oh, do you mind if we come inside and talk for a little bit? We
Oh,
just have like a little bit of work matter to discuss.
Of course, of course.
I hope we're not interrupting you on your day off, are we?
Oh no, it's fine. He's going to wave you inside. So this is a fairly comfortable apartment. Not as of course, not as impressive as Firebrand's, but then again, there aren't many who are.
Literally penthouse apartment, hard to
Yeah.
really compare.
He seems to have a fairly standard one. He has more like of his football merch all
Mhm.
around. Other than that, looks fairly nondescript except for it looked like on the kitchen table there's a pair of clippers and another bonsai tree. Almost as if sort of like trimming shrapnel. And he's going to pull up a couple chairs next to the table and sit down. Could I get you a coffee, anything like that?
Oh, coffee sounds absolutely wonderful.
All right. So he's gonna start. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna start brewing. And he's gonna be like, "So, what's all this about?"
Well, one of your HR liaisons, Kobe Singh, actually sent a request recently, and we thought we would investigate a little bit further. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about what you know about a Rolf Waldo and a Boris. Wait, what was his last name? Boris what? Can you pronounce
Well,
this?
I'm not familiar with all of the employees I have. I do have quite a lot, but Koba Singh's a pain in my ass. He says over his shoulder, like she's always going on about all these conspiracies happening behind my back. It's exhausting. He's gonna turn around with the two coffee cups. He's gonna put one in front of each of you. It's like, I'm sure they're not up to too much. Maybe, some paper clips here, a stapler there, but nothing to get your feathers ruffled.
Well, office supplies are highly important and a part of our budget. So
Well,
we are looking to avoid shrink.
of course.
But he said she does this very often. Could you describe?
Well, she likes to report pretty innocuous seeming circumstances. This, I admit, is one of the more grounded ones, but, of like a rumor here, a whisper there about, office politics and that.
She
It
has, of
doesn't.
course, mentioned interest in these rumors. Do you suspect there's a motive here? What do you think is being talked about?
Oh, in general, lots of things.
Hmm.
Can't really nail them down. She's, I suppose, part of my eyes and ears down there. Sometimes it's some useful information. We did find somebody who was diverting a power supply to his houseboat he had moored at the bottom of the cliff.
Oh yeah, the houseboat incident. I got the file on that one.
Yes, quite the discovery.
If only every incident was as cute as that one.
Yes, if only. And he's gonna kind of scowl a little bit.
Scowl, you say?
Yes.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of steeple my fingers a little bit and go. Have you been aware of certain events happening around the warehouse lately?
Certain events? Which are you speaking of?
There are a few. Could you tell me what you've noticed as of late?
Whew. What I've noticed. Well, we did have Pavel sneak off with about half of the vending machine worth of hot dogs he stole using a coin on a string. He lists off a bunch of more mundane stuff. So he's going to.
But he doesn't mention the box.
He does not make an
So-
insight check.
I got an 18.
So you can tell he's withholding information.
And I think Axiom was about to say something.
Yes.
So this Waldo guy hasn't shown up on your radar under any circumstances, is what you.
No. I can't say he has.
And then I lean over very carefully and I steeple my hands and I go, "You may want to reconsider that answer. Let's just assume, for the sake of argument, that we already know the answers to certain questions that we're asking you, and that perhaps, if you were a little bit more forthcoming, there wouldn't be a lot of negative repercussions to your poor management style." And then
I go ahead and raise up a hand. It's like, now, nobody is in trouble yet. This is merely a internal investigative matter. We're just looking to
Loud.
get to the bottom of a little bit of missing equipment.
He takes a big sip out of his coffee cup. And he's like, all right. I have had my eye on Waldo for a while now. I can tell he's moved merchandise once or twice, but we've always found it afterwards. I think he's just, mistracking them.
How do you mean?
Well, he's gonna look kind of uncomfortable. He's like, I thought he was moving things to a better location. Well, that's what he thought, but he was messing up our system.
All right, I slammed my coffee cup down. Like, I was right. We should just fire the whole lot of them and hire some Filipinos.
Hey, you can't let those Mega City 5 bastards come in here. No, wait, sorry, that's Mega City 2, shit. Mega City 2 bastards come in here? Alright, look. Okay. Ralph, I knew he was moving something out that I caught him on camera. I just hadn't got around to investigating him, alright? It was just a couple days ago. I have bigger fish to fry.
Oh, really? Because it seems like you're not frying any fish at all, and we don't serve sushi.
That was actually a pretty good line.
I just look and smile. It's like, that is a zinger there.
So he's gonna kind of sit there in silence for a second, and he's just like,
Look, as we understand it, we believe that you and he were scheduled on the same days. Did you notice anything strange on this date, this date, this date, and this date? Which one was the incident that you remember?
those were the days that the equipment was reported missing, right?
That would be correct.
Whew, well, I'd be lying if I didn't say Waldo was spotted on camera carrying something on one of those days.
I see. Did you notice anything else at the time?
Ooh, I wouldn't say so.
And you haven't noticed any interactions between Waldo or Amanda?
Waldo kind of keeps to himself mostly, except for, of course, Singh's observations of him talking with someone.
And what was Amanda doing on these 4 days in question?
Oh, Amanda. She's been She's been a great help. She's been helping me up with my paperwork. Very efficient. Very, very nice. It's good to have someone like that around. It makes my job a lot easier.
I wouldn't be singing her praises so quickly. I think you need to do an audit of your records.
Oh, really? What kind of things have you seen?
Let's just say what we've seen has led us up to your front of your door, and clearly you're not in control of the warehouse, which has sensitive, right, military equipment.
This is a serious accusation. Where is your proof?
We're asking the questions here, but
At this point, he's gonna clam up a bit. It's like, if you don't have anything to hit me with, I am not going to consider that statement. I run a tight ship, and all my employees are well kept.
dude, I already said if we're asking questions, just assume we already know the answers to what we're talking. We've already looked at Amanda's records. We already know why discrepancies are going along. You've reported discrepancies, and Waldo's been seen in places that he's not supposed to be doing things he's not supposed to be doing. So either you know what's going on, or you don't, and you're completely incompetent.
He's gonna grind his teeth a little bit. And he's going to say, which records?
And
You want to show them
whatever.
the shipment log?
Did we take the shipment logs with us?
I assume you took like a copy, or at least I have a
Yeah.
notepad here. I got like a clipboard.
Yeah, just rattle off what we've discovered. Is basically she's been hiding the fact that these items are missing. There's other items that have been circled. One that says obtain, unless you know anything about that item. And yeah, that's what's going on.
So, when you said the ones missing, which ones are you referring to?
Specifically the ones that Amanda has been interested in.
Those aren't missing.
Oh, I thought those were the ones that were missing, and one was about to be, or
No.
at least that's our assumption.
The one that you checked that was marked obtain was not missing.
Mhm.
And none of the other ones were on the list of things that disappeared.
All right, but
Oh,
it's
so
not
in other
reported
words-
that they disappeared in her log, right?
Right. So
There's
in other
something more
words,
suspicious. I just can't remember offhand.
right. So basically, the stuff that we've discovered is missing is reported as not missing in her ledger book, and she has things circled. One of which says obtain.
I don't believe I said that they weren't
Yeah, I may
marked
be
as missing.
misremembering that actually.
I don't think I mentioned if they were marked as missing or not.
Okay.
That would be good detail. Was it so or was it not?
Was it so? Because
I-
obviously, I would have checked the items that were already reported missing, and how did she?
Yes, the things that were reported missing in that ledger. But
Okay.
there were other things that were marked
So
obtain.
we could show the shipment of weapons then, and ask about that.
So you're going to show the weapon shipment instead?
Yes.
So
Yeah, let's go with that.
You're going to put it down in front of him. And he's going to kind of look at it. He's going to sigh. And then he's going to look up at you. And he's like, you know what these weapons were for? Do you know where these weapons were going?
Please enlighten us. We don't have all the shipping records on that.
Well, I had it on good authority. They were traveling to Mega City 1. You know what's happening in the task branch of Mega City 1 right now? And,
What is happening? I should know this.
well, of course, the media is on a tight leash there, so...
That was like a GM question.
Pardon? What?
Yeah,
No.
I'm well connected. I'm in the know. I should technically
You
know.
probably know a couple people in Mega City 1, and there are a lot of, there's a lot of civil unrest there right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't really get much more than that because it's kind of... Mega City 1 is very insular.
Okay.
And it's the state has a very tight control of the media over there.
Okay.
So
now he's about to tell us then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to reach into like his little bag. He's gonna pull it out and he's gonna give you a couple of still images,
Mhm.
which show like the first one shows like a big riot that's going on. The second one shows like protesters and riot police fighting in the streets, and the second one shows people in task gear firing into a crowd.
Mm.
And it's just like some branches of task have taken some certain aspects of justice into their own hands. I can't simply stand by and let something like that happen. I've been rerouting weapons away from Megacity 1. Alright? You got me. But I assure you, he leans in, I only have the best intentions.
Was
Firebrand is,
Waldo?
of course, sitting there, and his hand is on his coffee, but like it hasn't like moved, and like as he's talked and as he's like looked at the photos, and just kind of like looks over towards Axiom, and goes, "I don't see anything wrong here. Then, do you?"
Maybe not. Are you telling us Waldo was in on this little good Samaritan?
Alright, he seems to have opened up a bit now that he's kind of got his big thing out. It's like, Waldo has nothing to do with it. I simply thought that since I saw him moving boxes like that, he could be a good friend to use in my venture. But I haven't contacted him. There's no reason to implicate him in any of this.
Right. I don't think anyone needs to know about this in particular, and I'll just like sort of pass the photo back over to him.
He seems surprised.
But but what's been stolen recently is a little bit more concerning, according to my friends,
Really?
in
What's
ways that I have trouble comprehending.
really what's so dangerous about transmitting hardware?
I'm
Hey,
not
that's on
honestly
a
certain, but I've been told
that's
that
on
this
a
is very critical. I'll
Look,
like
some
look
of
over
it,
to Axiom.
some of it was
it's on a need to
also
know. Keep going.
detection through radiation
Mm-hmm.
because it was scanning the northern glow.
Yes.
I'm just focusing on the transmitter as a way to maybe track it down.
Okay, but regardless, I tell Alec, it's above your pay grade. Doesn't concern you. Just make sure you make
I
sure you
suppose more
keep
to the
things thorough.
point, transmitting to something the northern glow, there are some very strange things out there, and
I
I'm very
step
concerned
on
about who
I,
might have a
I
desire
step
to
on
talk with what's
Firebrand's
out there.
foot. I step on
Step
Firebrand's
on
foot,
his
and I go, "That's not really."
it's like
Yeah,
like
I like shuffle my foot
the,
around. I was like, no, stop.
the way that played out, I imagine you were just stomping on his foot and he kept talking.
I go, "That's not really relevant to this investigation." So I think we've taken up enough of Alec's coffee time in the morning. Like I said, you really want to do an audit of your employees and your records. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. Very loose ship. I'm gonna have to write this up in your performance evaluation.
But
No, I kind of look over at Axiom. He's been very cooperative, and I don't think we need to write any of this down.
Well, yeah, we didn't have to beat it out of him. So, all right, you're getting off lucky this time. But next time I see you, gloves are coming. And I walk out the door.
yeah. So like as you walk out, he's gonna like take a hold of Firebrand's arm as he goes out, and it's like, why are you doing this? Why am I still here? Why am I not dead in a ditch somewhere after you found out what I'm doing?
Firebrand will sort of pause for a second. I can't let people go down like that either. I'll just like pat his hand.
It's like he's gonna kind of like nod mutely. He's gonna be like, well, das Vidanya. And he's going to follow you out the door. And he's going to shut it behind you.
Hero points. Ah, I've sought my motivation here.
Aha! That is correct. Get a hero point.
Yeah.
You did nothing. Congratulations, hero point.
Hey,
Alrighty.
doing nothing is something.
Yep.
Alright, so we come back out to scrap, and I'm just sort of like, clapping my hands a little bit and dusting off. Stretching. So, how's everything out here, Scrap?
Scrap will look over at him and just kind of gesture to the nothing. He'll go, Privnity, let's get the hell out of here.
It's
I told you to get a
fucking
soda.
Privnity, man.
Well, Alec isn't our guy, but
Well, I
you
guess
may
that-
have been right.
Well, I guess our good cop, bad cop routine played out fairly well.
You're not bad.
You guys did good cop, bad cop.
Oh yeah.
That
I
sounds
can
pretty
guess
nice.
who was the good one.
You know, I don't know him very well, and I know you're insane, so he was probably the good cop.
Wrong.
I don't know. Yesterday, he literally burned about 5 people alive. And then he lost in a drug out fist fight against a woman with bionic arms.
To be fair, they spent about a minute trying to strangle me.
Does this happen a lot?
Yes.
Increasingly frequently.
Well, so what we're doing is going to say hi to our good friend Ralph.
No, I think we need to speak to Amanda.
Okay, that's fine.
It's like, I want to talk to Ralph, damn it.
I'm not
Oh.
sure Amanda's actually involved.
You don't think so? You don't think the big circle with the word obtain isn't suspicious?
Well, here's my current theory. If something happens tonight, it would have to be Amanda. And we have someone already watching. So, we should go intercept Ralph, who seems to be more actively moving things around. And trying to hide it.
Okay, fine. Scrap, you win. You're gonna go see your buddy
Ah.
Ralph.
Perfect.
Ralph doesn't even, he doesn't have an office, so he doesn't even get a dossier. Oof. All right.
I mean, we never found anything on him.
Yeah.
There's
So
nothing on him.
his residence is in a lower hab building in Reichsglen. It's near the Delta industrial area.
So let's see. That's pretty. I don't want to say. Okay, yeah, it is pretty lower class.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not as lower class as like 355th.
but really, I mean, that's like saying that it's not as wet as the ocean. Like,
You got me there.
perfect. So just to make Firebrand angry, I insist we take the train.
But
Right.
it's so slow! Ah!
It's very slow. You need to slow down a bit.
What am
going
I
too
gonna
fast.
do?
Do you want a crossword? You can probably make
Alright.
one.
3 across, 5 letters, moron.
Bitch.
Benny.
Yeah, but if you make your own crossword, you know all the answers.
I'm reading a book and I go, idiot.
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 Moron.
So we do
Okay.
our crosswords.
Yeah, so you ride the train. You get to one of the upper levels in Reichsglen. It doesn't go any lower. So you end up having to take a lift downwards, and then the lift ends, and you have to take stairs.